I have one more reading. The client couldn't come here. The client sits on an airplane at the moment, but I think I can explain the reading. It's a bit of a different kind of a reading. Well, we have there was money stolen of a safe of the house of this client, an essential sum, so a bigger amount of money, and there was also an expensive watch stolen. So now we have in custody of the police one of the workers of that client, and he wants to know if that person did steal the money and how we see this developing. Will this person get his money back or not is the question. Do you guys need any further information, or you have any questions for this?
So, just so I'm clear, so the person got a watch stolen and now they think that they stole more money.
No, no. They of the safe there is like a
Oh,
big amount of money missing, so almost five figures. And there's a watch, an expensive watch, what is also missing. And one
okay.
of person's personal is in custody of the police. They will look at her house tomorrow. So the client wants to know what is really happening. Will he get his money and his watch back? Did this person who worked for him for many years steal this out of his safe? That's the question.
Yes, I also have a question.
Yes, please.
This the suspicion person is someone who work in that house.
Yes, she is a
Yes, that's it.
household helper. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Um, he suspected that she stole from him before, but can't prove it. So that's now the question: how is this gonna end? How is this gonna develop? What can we see? Or can we help maybe? So
Okay,
it's
thank you.
Guardian Angels CSI. So if anybody else aside from me could go first this time, I would be happy because I already involved in this, so I would like to hear you as well. But what I'm seeing is the same as I saw last time, funny enough.
So,
But
um,
yes,
so
please.
the simple answer from me is that he's gonna get his money back, but it's not that person. That's like what just came through. I don't know. I can go into more details, but that's intuitively from what I'm looking, the two answers that come in first.
Okay, thank you for that, Pericles.
Um, yeah, what came to me is that um, so this is a very well laid out plan. I feel like Pericles, I don't think that she did it. I really don't. I think that mm, that I don't think she did it. She might have had an inkling it was happening. She might have known something was wrong. I feel like she's not surprised. But I think that, but I think that she loved working for that man, and that for her it wasn't necessarily about the money. For some reason, that it was more about her loyalty to him. Um, and I do think he's gonna get his money back. But I feel like this was more thought out. There were more people involved in this than just her, and there was a lot of people involved, and this was really planned, and it was planned for it to look like it was her. It was all planned for it to make her take the fall. But she loves working for him. She definitely does. Um, and it's there's a huge conflict happening, but yeah, that I can't see much more than that. All I can see is that it's going to it's going like all that literally all that comes to me is all knowing eyes. I just keep hearing that. All knowing eyes. That's all I know. So yeah, something went down with him. He had a fall with someone, he had a fight, something happened, something went down. The Eight of Cups was the first card that came up. And then there's also, so there's a lot of emotions involved. This was definitely something that had huge repercussion emotionally on a lot of people, but I think he's going to be surprised to know who did it. And but I don't think it's her. I don't.
So I completely agree with what has been said thus far, that it is not at all her, and that it was a well laid out plan to point to her that this person who I feel very much, I feel it's a guy, so it's a male figure who has actually stolen the goods and feels like he's been hard done by, that the person who he stole from has it so much better than him. There's indolence. There's So the solution being that actually the one that he suspects is the one that can provide him with the answers, but it's how he does it. And it's certainly not by being the one that is being the so-called hierophant, the one on the pedestal. It is actually, in one way, it is still letting her know that that all of the cards are on the table and he has no problem letting everybody go and just starting anew. It could actually bring him pleasure to do so. He would mind being like quiet again because it would be far cheaper, and so he can be like this. But letting her know that actually I feel that he has appreciated her, and so just being very much um, honest in how his way has been with this, but things need to start new, and if that means he has to start new with everything, then let's do so. And that's what I see actually being part of the solution. He's going to have to clean house. So that's my
Thank you.
Can I just add something?
Of course.
Yeah, from what High Priestess said, I feel like for him, it's not necessarily yes about the money, but it's more about the pride of of having been cheated out of it. And yes, of course, there's the money in it. I'm not saying that he just wants to throw his money away, but I feel like his pride is really been hit by that. And so I think that's why he went, or it went to her, because he was trusting her, and I think he's really prideful in this situation.
and just to mention, and the fact that that's coming up with Camille, this Lawrence, this all, yeah, he really, really, really should not take this out on her if he would like to resolve this well.
Okay. Thank you. Terry?
Yes, okay. So I also agree with what's been said so far. Um, was this watch a sentimental piece? Is it of sentimental value?
It's possible, but I couldn't possibly say that for sure, but I feel
Okay.
like yes.
Because I feel that it is. It keeps on coming up that it's also okay. It's obviously valuable, yeah, but I also feel that it's of sentimental value. I also feel that this lady did not do it. She's part of. It feels like she's part of the family, part of the 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 business or the household. It feels like she's a family related to this man's whose property has been taken. Um, I also feel that he's going to get his money back. It might not be as quick as he would like, though. It feels a little bit not so soon. It might be a little bit, not as quick as he would like to get his money back. I do agree with Camille as well, where um, it's his pride that's also getting in the way. But there's no need to worry as well. He must not give up. He will recover his money. but he must not stop to where this lady is, because he mustn't focus that it's only her that is possible that could have done this. There are more, and it was also a well thought out plan. Um, um, I'm, I don't know why, but I keep on coming up with the lover's message. So I don't know if it's so close or there's a soul connection between the two. But we'll leave it at that point. Um, it could be because it's sentimental value, but you obviously, what is this gentleman away? Is he away from home?
Yes, he's now traveling. Yes.
Okay, yeah, because I got the retreat card, and obviously he had to get onto a plane because stuff was being stolen out of his house. Causes, and obviously he's on the plane stressing of what's going on. So it's a very stressful time for him. But there will be steady progress. Things will happen, but he must not focus only on this lady. There are other culprits that are at hand here, and there's no need to worry. It'll He'll get his money back and his stuff back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, everybody. So I agree pretty much with the reading. I see also that there is some kind of love friction, maybe between the people who work at that house, and that's there might be a revenge plan here even involved. That sounds. And we have definitely jealousy. So the person who took it, it's not that the money is not value enough, but the main thing is that that person told himself, and I feel like it's a male figure, funny enough, um, told himself that he deserves this and that it's just justice. And I agree with the plan and the conquering part. I think it is planned. I mean, the things were taken out of a safe, so somebody needs to know the combination. They need to know when other people work, etc. That cannot just happen like that. I also have to agree with others that the talking to this lady will probably be the best path to get um, this back. Obviously, she's charged. The police will now go, but I don't think the police will find anything at her place, because if she has stolen it, she will be smart enough to not store it there. But that's the first thing. Um, so so. So since I know a bit more, it is maybe as High Priestess said, that there is a restructuring in that household, because we have now coming back to First Lady of the house. And maybe it is important that the house gets cleaned in terms of personal and intrigues and conflicts. So yeah, that's I pick up pretty much the same. I see that the money comes back as well, and I have to unfortunately agree with Terry that it will take a bit longer. It won't go quick, unfortunately. Okay. Anybody has something to add to this, or
Yes, I do.
please?
Yeah, so I do agree. Was not this late? He's thinking. She's loyal, but is this man married?
He's about to get married, and his fiance is the first time coming with him to this home now.
I didn't understand. Can you repeat?
I said he's about to get married, and the fiance is about to come first time back with him to that house, to his home.
Oh, okay. Because I think actually it was someone like a hidden person. Maybe someone went to this house very quickly. Maybe it's not a lover, but someone random maybe entering this house, but it's not related with this employed. I think someone external person, is not. It's not someone from this house. Maybe he didn't expect it. He don't expect it, and even imagine, because maybe it was someone really random, or someone he has some sentimental connection, including, but it's confused. But it was not this lady for sure.
Okay, thank you. Yes,
Should
please.
we
Ted.
try to create an image of that individual, each one of us, and then see if we're kind of aligning with it?
We can try that. We can try that. But I wanted just to add, I mean, it cannot be so random because at least the safe needs to be open, right? It was taken over safe. It wasn't just on the counter. So
And remember, there was more than one involved.
Yeah, and I feel like it was an inside job.
an inside job.
It was completely, well, inside and inside the house.
But I mean, I think it was people who knew him well, because you don't just have to know what like to open the safe. You have to know he has a safe.
In that
You have
level
to,
of spite that I feel also, or that we feel, of just like this level of just like, I deserve this,
yeah, yeah. You have to
It's
be,
got
because this was just a random person who came into this house and started stealing everything and found the safe and went to it. It was someone who was like, I want to hurt him. I want
Yes.
to make him feel little. So you have to know him to want to hurt someone like that and take away from someone like that. That's why I feel like it was probably an inside job. But it might be for someone that he doesn't know has something against him, from someone, you know what I mean? Like there could be so many people involved in this, and we don't even know about it.
Yes, when I said this random person is not someone like external, I think it's not employed. I just think it, but I think of course has some kind of relation with him, but not with work. It's not about work. I think it's more something involved, and also some relation, because here I had Queen of uh, sorry, I forgot the word. I will try to explain better, just a little bit. Queen of Wands, yes.
Yes, she was the big one at the end of mine also, actually.
I had the Pentacles and the Queen of Cups.
Well, she was specifically the one at the end of mine, but the thing is that I had the word indolence, which was a big one that came in because I decided to use the Thoth Tarot on this one. And I was like, what does that word mean? And so it means like carefree. And so this person also feels like there's no problem. They've got away with this. It's like this person will never find out. And how smiteful I am. I will be smiling in his face and he'll have no idea that I did this. Ba, ba, ba.
Yeah, I also feel like this person's very arrogant, so arrogant. It's like so frustrating as well that he's so arrogant.
So let's go back to what Pericles had originally said. If we can, Pericles just disappeared. Oh, no, you went smaller. No, you're down there.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. So I'm so bad at painting. I can really not paint something what looks more than what my children
But we
can.
can describe. You can visualize.
Yeah, I can describe, of course, yes. So I'm definitely going with a male figure.
Like you're saying, shorter hair. There's some facial hair too. Goatee-ish kind of
A
a thing.
bit curly, perhaps.
Perhaps a bit curly.
I'm also, I don't want to be racist, but I'm getting a bit of a darker skin. Like, I don't know, a bit chocolatey. Like, maybe could be
That
wrong.
would be highly probable. I actually have an idea of where this person is located, so yes, highly probable.
Yes, yes, yes.
But at the same time, doesn't act like this. Actually, acts far more like I don't know, the more Arab counterparts, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Doesn't affiliate himself with his
But
kind.
we agree that this is just the head, and there were 2 or 3 other people at least in the knowing.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, they would have gotten a little bit of a cut, but it couldn't have happened without this person, somebody having the main access, right?
Yes, that's what I mean. I mean, the safe, either it's a combination or there's a personal number that that person found it out this way, or somebody told the safe combination. So that is one of the keys, which make it unlikely that it is just somebody random from the outside. So you all picked up it's somebody the person knows, for certain. I'm getting a male figure as the head of this. But I feel that the person in custody, as you all said, is certainly in the know to a certain degree about this, and
I think so too.
yeah, and cooperating with her would probably bring this about the solution.
Because I can't feel, because if I really tune in, I can't feel her being like extremely scared. You know, like when you know you're being wronged about something, you get that feeling of like, I have to prove myself. I have to prove myself. I feel like she's not there. I don't feel like she's trying to fight it so much. So I think she does know about something. I don't think she's the one who carried it through. Um, but I think maybe she either has been pressured, or I've worked for other families as a nanny before, and you're seen as kind of discarded. And I'm not saying she's a nanny, but she's the help. So I think she was either maybe pressured into it, or she maybe she loved working for them, but at the same, I don't, there's where like I have a bit of a blockage, but I feel like she probably knows a lot more. Like they someone would talk around her thinking she's never gonna, no one cares, she's invisible to these people, and she's there and she knows more, and then she doesn't know what to do because these people are powerful people. I don't think it's just your regular Joe coming down the street thinking, "Oh, I'm going to go steal $10,000 off of someone," you know? So she was probably stuck in the middle thinking, I don't know what to do, and then never had the chance or the time to act up or to make a decision. And then they blamed it on her, or she ended up being tangled up in all of this. But I just feel like I feel like she has more information, but there's just somewhere there where she's not completely panicking in all of this. I just can't feel any panic on her part. I don't think she's having a ball being in jail either. But I just don't think. I don't know. For some reason, also, if it takes a while for him to get his money, the money's not going to be at her place because they're going to go search her place tomorrow. So, there's so much. There's a lot more to this. But I see some grace in all of this for some reason, like grace of movement, fluid movement. So maybe this person is graceful. That's all I'm going to say.
Or maybe this person will learn some more grace along the way.
Well, I will pass it on and we see where it goes. I will obviously keep you guys up to date and we see where this all goes. I think we saw enough here for the CSI department of the Guardians Angels on the Christmas.
I quite liked it, though. I've got to say, we should do more of these.
Yeah, let's go CSI on this.